bend like a tree, crawl like a bug, pick up a crawdad, squish your hands in the mud, climb a mountain, hike in the woods, get scientific, it's all good. Wild bear nature, see the forest through the trees. I love the wild in me, wild bear, wild bear, wild bear, wild bear.
Hey, wild bears! It's me, Jill Dreves, the Green Darner, and I'm at Wild Bear Nature Center. You know, I know we're closed, that's crazy, and I know you've been home a lot lately, but we thought, hey, let's go inside because there's some creatures living in there, and they are so excited to see you today. We have Speedy and Westie and all the bugs, so let's go. Shall we go in? Let's go in. Come on, come on. Hurry up, come on, let's go. Hi guys, hey, we're here in the Nature Center, and I cannot wait to introduce you to Michelle Whitty, our Nature Education Director, and she is going to introduce you to some of our incredible animals who are just excited to see you today. Bye.
Hey wild bears, this is Michelle Whitty, aka Roots, and today I would love to introduce you to Millie. Right here on my hand are Millipede. Millie is an arthropod, so that means she has segmented body parts and 4 legs on each segment. Can we figure out a math problem to figure out how many legs Millie might have? Think about it. If each segment has 4 legs, what math could we do to figure out how many she has altogether? You're right. If we count each segment and multiply it by 4, we could get an estimate of how many legs she has. Or count each segment and add 4 each time as we go. Or 2 across each side and then go across and count 2 again. There's a couple different ways we could figure this out. Millie is a very strict vegetarian, just like myself, and so she's part of nature's recycling team. Likes to eat old dead plant material and recycles it into nutritious soils for the earth to use. And we call creatures that do this decomposers. And they have an incredibly important job that helps the earth out in many different ways. Millie is different than a centipede in a couple different ways. Centipedes are predators, meaning they eat other bugs and insects and creatures, unlike Millie and other millipedes. They also are segmented arthropods, but they have a different number of legs on each segment. They only have 2. Plus, they have these 2 front fangs that are poisonous, and that's how they catch their prey and catch food. So millipedes and centipedes are different in that way. So I can hold Millie without a worry of her biting me. She can't run very fast or get away from things very well, but the way she does defend herself is blending into the soils and dirt that she lives in via camouflage. She'll also curl up into a tight little ball and be protected that way with her hard outer shell or exoskeleton. She's using her antennae to kind of walk around my fingers and figure out where she's going. I love Millie for so many reasons because she's interesting, different than I am, but still needs the basic resources of food, water, and shelter to survive, just like all animals. So what could we do to help Millie? We know she helps by being a decomposer and food for some other animals. We can help her by when we're out exploring, not distracting her habitat. If we go on a bug hunt, we just gently look under rocks and logs, but we look with our eyes, using our eyesight to observe, and we don't use our hands to grab or touch or disturb her habitat. We let her do her job so the earth can stay healthy. We always want to remember that the more we know, the less we fear, the more we help the earth. Thanks, everybody. Say bye to Millie.
Hey guys, you wouldn't believe, but I'm over here by the scorpion. This is Vinny, our vinegaroon. I'm sure you've met Vinny before, but Vinny here is our special friend, and he is an arthropod, and he has exoskeleton and jointed legs. Should we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That makes him an arachnid, just like a spider. And these right here are his pedipalps. Those are for bringing his food into his mandibles. So what do you think? Am I a crazy lady to be holding this arachnid? This beautiful scorpion? You know, just because I know something, I know that Vinny here is not a dangerous animal. Vinny is a whip scorpion. You know, there are like 2,000 different kinds of scorpions on this planet, and only about 30 to 40 who are deadly poisonous. And because I know a lot about Vinny, I feel safe to hold Vinny. Vinny lives in the desert Southwest, right next door to his dangerous scorpions who are poisonous. He's camouflaged, and his big defense is to make a stinky smell. His stinky smell smells like vinegar. Ooh, Vinny. I think I know other animals that do that. Maybe you do that too sometimes, make that stinky smell. But what other animal makes a stinky smell to protect themselves? The skunk. You're right. The skunk makes a stinky smell, and so does the stink bug. And Vinny is kind of like the skunk of the desert. Vinny, you gonna wave at these guys? Go ahead, Vin. Wave. Oh, that's so nice. Are you waving back, guys? Vinny feels friendly today. Hey, you know why I'm not afraid? Because I've learned something about this very dangerous animal on the planet. This is not one. You know what is? The pest insects. Some insects hunt us down and bite us and spread diseases, like the mosquitoes. And you know who protects us from those? Vinny! And the other arachnids. And the bats! So, the more we know, the less we fear, and the more we protect the earth. Thank you, Vinny. Say goodbye to Vinny. Bye-bye, Vinny. Vinny's waving. Bye-bye, Vinny. Nighty-night. Hey, so now we're going to meet Atayo Viafora, who is our office manager and very knowledgeable about our creatures here in the Nature Center. So enjoy what he has to say next.
Hi, I'm Atayo, and I am excited to share with you guys two friends we have here. Two turtles. And actually, they're very different types of turtles. Right here we have Westie. You can see, thinks I have some food here and is trying to swim towards my hand. Silly Westie. Yeah, so we drop food in here and it floats and she comes and snaps it up. Westie is a western painted turtle, the Colorado state reptile. And she lives in Colorado, but not necessarily in Nederland, in lakes, marshes, and slow-moving rivers and ponds. She eats fish, crustaceans, and aquatic insects, crickets, and mealworms. She's been with us for 10 years and has proven to be an awesome friend. A lot of times we like to see her go up on the logs here and actually do yoga. So she is quite fit. And here we have Speedy. Speedy is an ornate box turtle, also native to Colorado. Speedy is about 35 years old and has also been with us for 10 years. Right away you can see that this habitat is very different from Westie's habitat. Speedy is a terrestrial turtle and Westie is an aquatic turtle. So you can see their balance of dry and wet landscapes is very different. Right here in my hand I have a cockroach, and we're gonna feed it to Speedy and see if we can see why Speedy got its name. Oh, Speedy sees it, but maybe isn't too hungry right now. Turtles actually saw the dinosaurs come and go. and now they face their own extinction crisis. So it's up to us to preserve the land to make healthy habitats for turtles to live in. We can do that by promoting healthy water cycles, conserving land where turtles live, and conserving water resources. Turtles are an incredible part of our natural ecosystem here in Colorado, and they can be incredibly diverse. As you can see with Speedy and Westie being so totally different. Hi guys, I'm excited to share with you our friends the Flintstones, the Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Madagascar is an island off the eastern coast of Africa, so these guys are actually from a rainforest. Let's see if we can find Fred and Wilma. This kind of looks like Fred to me, because this one is a male. You can tell it's a male because it has the horns right at the tip of its head right there. Let's see if we can grab a female. Whoa! Here we have a female that's a little smaller. You can see that there are not horns on the top right there. So why do they call them hissing cockroaches? I bet you've been wondering. Let's see if we can get one to hiss. Can we think about why? Oh, did you hear that? Wow. Now why would an animal hiss? You know, it's actually for protection. It says, get away. But also at night, they communicate with each other through hissing. The Madagascar hissing cockroaches are a very important part of the ecosystem. They actually decompose organic matter. And they aren't dirty like the sorts of cockroaches that we normally think of, because these guys are decomposers. They decompose debris from the forest and actually promote a healthy ecosystem. So these guys are nothing to be afraid of at all. They're actually very clean and, as you can see, friendly. It's important to remember as we make new friends like this that the more we know, the less we fear, and the more we help the earth. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining me.
Hey again, everybody. Roots here. And I'd love to introduce you to our Western tiger salamanders. We have Sal and Sally, and right here I have Sally for you. Look at those pattern on its skin. Wonder why it's called a tiger salamander. Salamanders are a type of amphibian. And amphibians are really, really cool and have some really interesting themes with their life cycle. They're kind of a bridge between aquatic or water and terrestrial or land environments. They go through a really amazing metamorphosis in their life cycle. They start as eggs, transition into a different stage of being tadpoles, start to grow their legs and lose their long tails, and start to walk on land as adult salamanders with lungs. They are also known as indicator species. So for amphibians, being an indicator species means they can tell us a lot about the environment that they're living in and how healthy it is. If you look close at their skin, you can see it kind of looks slimy, and that's why I'm wearing gloves. They're very, very sensitive because they have what we call permeable skin. That means they can absorb air and water throughout their entire body, not just their nose and mouth like us and most other animals. So if water or air is dirty, they will notice all over their body instead of just through their nose. So it's really important to keep our water and air clean to keep amphibians like Sally here very healthy. Now, tiger salamanders live in every county in Colorado. And their job in the environment is to help us keep water and airways clean, just like an indicator species, but they're also part of nature's team for eating insects, so insects don't reproduce too much and take over the world. Sally really likes to dig in the ground and live in more moist environments. Our tiger salamanders that came to the nature center here were rescued. One was almost run over by a skateboard, and we saved it. We've also released many back at Mud Lake. And it's the largest terrestrial salamander in the world, right here in Colorado, right here at Wild Bear Nature Center. They might be hard to find, but they are all around doing important jobs helping the planet. And one way we can help them is by making sure we don't pollute our air and water. And the more we do to save water or keep it clean or keep pollution out of the air, the more amphibians can help us clean our waterways and eat the nasty bugs out there. So let's say bye to Sally.
Hey, so now we're going to meet Mike Reichert, our Director of Operations, who will be sharing with you Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Belle, our African pygmy hedgehog. Check it out.
Hi everybody, my name's Mike, also known as Evergreen, and I cannot wait to share with you one of our most popular animals here at the Nature Center. So let's take a look. Now right now I don't see anything, but if I kind of stir this blanket, who do you think is under there? And why do you think she's under a blanket? Well, I'll tell you. Our little friend under here, her name is Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, also known as Belle, because I know her so well. She is nocturnal, which means she sleeps during the day and is active at night. So let's see if she'll come out and say hi to us. Come on over here, Belle. Say hi to the group. Oh. Belle is an African hedgehog. She is an insectivore. Do you know what an insectivore is? An insectivore is an animal that loves insects. Let's see if she's hungry today. Oh, she slurped that up like a little piece of spaghetti. Belle is not from Colorado. Like I said, she's from Africa. And we have her because somebody had her as a pet. And can you imagine having a pet that is up all night while you're trying to sleep? So she lives here at the Nature Center. Oh, trying to eat a little too fast there, aren't you? She lives here at the Nature Center. We love her so much. We take care of her. And some people come in just to see her, and then they go on their merry way. So Belle, it looks like she is done with her snack and is ready to go back to bed because this is her time to sleep. So Belle's got to run. See you later.
Hi, guys. Hey, we're meeting Curly here. This is Curly. She's a curl-haired tarantula here at Wild Bear Nature Center. And she is one of those creatures that we bring out in our Arthropod Zoo to schools. And so she's here in the Nature Center every day. So, wow, am I crazy here holding this crazy little looking tarantula? She is an arachnid. She's an arthropod. She has an exoskeleton, jointed legs, and cold blood. But she's also an arachnid because she has 8 legs. Let's count those. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She has 8 legs like every other arachnid, like the scorpions and the ticks and the mites and the spiders. These are pedipalps. Again, those are bringing her food into her mandible. Now, spiders, spiders are fairly harmless, really. I mean, a lot of spiders have fangs that can't even break your skin. All spiders have venom in their fangs. But they don't always have fangs that can break your skin. There is one spider that lives in our neighborhood. This is the black widow spider, noting its hourglass under its abdomen. And that spider is the one we should always be careful of. But is that spider out hunting for you? No! That spider is very private. It lives in quiet sheds, very quiet spaces and dark spots. So we're not just sticking our hand into a wood pile. We're not just reaching into the darkness of a shed. We should always wear gloves.
And those spiders are only trying to protect their family. Now, am I afraid of her? Is she going to bite me? Well, no, because her venom is very expensive to make. Do you know what it means to have something be expensive for an animal, a wild animal like this? It means that it takes an extraordinary amount of work. And in order for her to eat, she must paralyze her prey. So she keeps her venom only for paralyzing prey. And I know she's not going to bite me, so I'm not afraid of her. Her biggest defense is to shoot a hair from her abdomen to cause an itchy rash. And she's pretty used to being held these days, so she doesn't do that so often. So one of the coolest parts about these creatures is that they have to crawl out of their exoskeleton to get bigger. Did you do that this morning? Did you crawl out of your exoskeleton to get bigger? No, of course not, because your exoskeleton is inside your body. Her skeleton is on the outside of her body, and she has to crawl out. So what she does is she pops her little lid. Pop! And she pulls every appendage out. And, you know, when we first got Curly, Curly had only 7 legs. Wasn't that crazy? And when she crawled out of her exoskeleton, she came out with her new leg. This is her new leg right here. It's smaller than the rest of the legs. Oh, she's waving at you. You better wave back. She's feeling very friendly to you today. Hi there, Curly. So Curly crawled out of her skeleton just the other day, and what's cool is that you can actually see that they actually crawl out of their fangs even. So every part of her body is fresh, and she comes out with a fresh new head of hair. Boy, wouldn't your dad like to do that? So, should we say goodbye to Curly? Oh, one more thing. What is the most dangerous animal on the planet besides you and us humans? Because, you know, after all, we are animals. The most dangerous animal on the planet is that mosquito that's hunting us down, looking to spread diseases. No other animal really does that hunting of people. And who protects us from that insect? Curly. So thank you, Curly. Thank you. We appreciate everything you do. And remember, the more we know, the less we fear, the more we love and protect the earth.
Okay, guys, thanks for coming to Wild Bear Nature Center. What a great treat to have you visit all of our animals here during this time when we're all under quarantine, including them. And just remember this, once a wild bear, always a wild bear. And I hope you visit us soon, because I know we'll be in here soon again. So bye-bye.
Wild bear, learn about the birds and the dragonflies. Reach like a tree, way up to the sky. Tracks and scat, salamander too. The earth is good and good for you. Wild bear nature, see the forest through the trees.